Today I decided to go to Nepal to do the Annapurna Base Camp trekking, also known as ABC trekking. It is a 7 days trekking. Now I'm in Dubai, so from here I will travel to Nepal by flight, and from there I will reach the Kathmandu, and from the Kathmandu I will go to Pokhara by flight, and from there we will be starting our Annapurna Base Camp trekking from the Pokhara, Nepal. These are the 3 bags I will carry along with me for the trekking purpose in Nepal. I met my sister and my cousin in the Dubai airport. So from here, the three will travel towards the Kathmandu for the trekking. It's a 3 hours 40 minutes flight journey to Kathmandu.
Finally, we reach outside the Nepali airport. And finally, we met our guide, Mr. Raj, over here.
Finally, we met our team members in Kathmandu.
ഇതാണ് വിഘ്നേഷ്, അത് നമ്മുടെ ജോജി, പിന്നെ സ്വീന, ജോബ്സൺ, ഇവരൊക്കെ നേരത്തെ കണ്ടതാണ്. പക്ഷെ ഈ ക്യാമറ ഞാൻ ആദ്യം ഓൺ ആക്കിയതേ ഉള്ളൂ. അപ്പൊ ഹായ് വിഘ്നേഷ്, കൺസൺ വർഗീസ്. വിഘ്നേഷ് എല്ലാവരും ഒത്തുകൂടിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഇനി പോയാൽ മാത്രം മതി.
Him ask you to give her a chance in your YouTube channel and make her a celebrity.
Celebrity, yeah, yes.
And close the deal. 30th Kerala.
This is the first dinner all together in Kathmandu. So from here, next day we are planning to go to Pokhara.
He is coming over here and taking here.
YouTuber in action.
Yay! Yay! Wow.
After our dinner, we all 5 members sit together with the guide and discuss regarding the entire trip. The guide explained how the trip will be and regarding the stay in each stage of the trekking. He explained that the comfort will reduce as we go up. Since the higher the altitude, lesser will be the comfort to stay. He also explained the other trekking routes which are interconnected to the ABC in case someone is not feeling well. In that case, we have to take other options of the trekking route. One of it was Mardi Himal High Camp Trek. We didn't know at this point that our ABC trek will be changed to Mardi Himal High Camp Trek. The following video, I will explain the incident which led to this change and how we convert that change into a beautiful experience. Truckers will be carrying only the shoulder bags, and our main luggage will be carried by Sherpas kind of people. We will also carry a sleeping bag which will be used in the higher altitude sleeping purpose. Guide give us the walking stick or the trekking stick for each members. All of these items will be sent to the flight we are traveling to Pokhara.
Open chain in that.
Okay. You can take it like this one, and when you arrive tomorrow morning,
And then open it there.
the guide he will.
The guide Raj is a nice person who supported us very much during our trekking. I can give his contact number if someone is interested to do the trekking in Nepal. We all are ready and set to go to Pokhara for our trekking. Early next this morning itself, we left our hotel and go to the airport to travel from Kathmandu to Pokhara.
So our flight has been a little bit delayed because of the bad weather. So let me introduce to our team. So me, the cameraman. This is the captain, Mr. Joji, and he's a good negotiator and a good communicator. And this is the only okay, 1, 2, 3. This is the only lady in our crew. I mean team, and that's a scientist. He's always on the mobile. And the last one sitting over there with the mobile in his hand. I cannot see him. So the last one sitting over there with the mobile in his hand is Jobson. So he is the only guy who knows the local language. So he is the interpreter between us.
It is important to assign each task to each people in case of unexpected thing happen or run the trekking smooth. This assignment of tasks has helped us in the trekking when an unexpected thing has happened and how we overcome it by this assignment of the task. Now we are about to reach the plane which will take us to Pokhara from Kathmandu. The plane used to travel from Kathmandu to Pokhara is a small plane with the propeller as shown in the video. On the way to the Pokhara on the flight, you can see different mountain ranges from the flight itself. Finally, we do the touchdown in the Pokhara airport and we are about to go outside the aeroplane. It is a very simple airport. While coming outside the airport itself, we can, since it was December, we can feel the air is very cold and it is full of trees and grass. While we came outside the airport, our guide who is taking us to the Pokhara were waiting for us. And from there, from the airport itself, we can see the Annapurna and the Fishtail Mountains. The road trip from the Pokhara airport to the first stay in Pokhara was very beautiful and interesting and adventurous. Since we can see different landscape and different places in Pokhara, and each of the places are very colorful and beautiful as we stopped by in a restaurant and have some food. We had some save rotis and dal and some kind of rotis from the shop over there. The save roti is sweet and crispy at the same time. This mini road trip is very interesting and very beautiful to see, and we enjoy it very much. It's full of greens, and you can see lots of shops and houses and different kinds of landscape. Some landscape was very beautiful to see. You can see fresh mountain stream everywhere with crystal clear water flowing through the rapids. Once you reach the mountain area, you require a 4x4 vehicle to go through the rocky kind of places, and that travel is also an adventurous travel. And one place you can see the green grasses and the green plants, and the sky is very blue and the earth is brown, and you can see the water flowing from the a nearby stream. This is a Tibetan prayer flag. Finally, we reach the starting of our trek place. So we will be staying here tonight, and from here we will start our trek for the Annapurna. For starting of the trek is a village kind of setup. We are walking through the middle of some villages, houses and shops, and we are going higher and higher through the well laid steps. Our trekking is happening in the month of December, and it is very cold. However, due to our trekking, the walking, we feel hot inside, and we had to remove the outer sweater, and we had to walk again through the village. The first day walk itself is a very enjoyable walk for us. We enjoy by seeing the sceneries, the village, the greens around us, and the majestic mountain far away looking us to welcome us over there. Our plan is to hike through the villages one by one. So this is first village, and tomorrow we will be walking from this village to the next village in the upper higher the altitude. So slowly and gradually our altitude will increase, and finally we will be reaching the Annapurna. That is our aim. In between, the mountain view is very beautiful. It's a blue, clear sky with clouds and the mountain looking for us. Finally, we reach our first day stay in Pokhara, and it is very beautiful stay. From our from our room itself, we can see the Annapurna peak peeking from the window, and the view itself is very beautiful and mesmerizing. All of the stay houses will serve food and amenities for the people who are trekking and booking for these rooms. And this room is pretty good and very enjoyable as well. Next day, we started our hiking to the next village for our stay. And the way towards the village itself was very beautiful. It's full of forest. Above it's a blue sky, and far away you can see the mountain, both green, grey, and the white mountains. These kind of hanging bridges are very common in the Pokhara hiking. and it is very beautiful. And each of these bridges sceneries are very beautiful and unique.
അങ്ങനെ ഞങ്ങളുടെ സക്സസ്ഫുള്ളായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു പ്രയാണം കഴിഞ്ഞ് ഞങ്ങളിവിടെ ഗാർലിക് സൂപ്പ് കുടിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്, സ്വീനിയും ഞാനും. ഇവിടുത്തെ ഫേമസ് ആണ് ഈ ഗാർലിക് സൂപ്പ്. ഗാർലിക് സൂപ്പ് അല്ലേ ഇത്?
Wild Himalayan garlic soup is very famous in this trekking, and it's very healthy, and it will give you a boost of energy to walk through the mountains.
എല്ലാം കുടിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. നമ്മൾ ഇന്നത്തെ സൺസെറ്റിൻ്റെ അവിടെ എത്തിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്.
After a long day walk, we finally reach the sunset point, and we will be halting or stopping our truck for a day, and we will be staying somewhere, and we will continue with the journey for the next day. I was fortunate enough to see the golden color of the Machu Picchu mountain, and also I have seen the silver color of the Machu Picchu mountain. One mountain with two different colors. All is done by the sun. There is a small temple below the house we are staying. After some time, we will visit that temple as well. At this point, one of my team member had a difficulty, and we had to check what is his problem, and we have to take a corrective action and alternative option for our trekking. So this is a turning point of our trek. We are already in 2,200 meters in this Chhomrong area. So from here, we have to decide what to do with our rest of our trekking.
Now Joji is in paranoia because of the higher altitude. So now they are discussing when we can leave this place. So the beautiful surrounding, so they are checking it. അവർ നോക്കിയാണ്. പിന്നെ സ്വീനയും ജോജിയും തമ്മിൽ ഹ്യൂജ് ഡിസ്കഷനിലാണ്. എനിക്ക് പൂർണ്ണമായിട്ട് മനസ്സിലായി. ജോജി സ്വീനെ പറഞ്ഞ് മനസ്സിലാക്കി കൊടുക്കുകയാണ് എന്താ നടക്കുന്നതെന്നുള്ളത്. അവനില്ലാത്തതായിട്ട് വ്യാധി ഒന്നുമില്ല.
So our team leader, Mr. Joji, had altitude sickness, so we had to find an alternative way or an alternative option as quickly as possible. So we informed our guide, and we will be taking a decision what to do with the rest of our trek.
ആ കാണുന്നത് നമ്മൾ താമസിക്കുന്ന ഹോട്ടലാണിത്. പിന്നെ അത് അന്നപൂർണ 1, പിന്നെ അതിൻ്റെ ബാക്കിലാണ് അന്നപൂർണ 2.
What we can see from here is the Annapurna 1, and behind that is the Annapurna 2. We thought that we will have a late breakfast, and we will decide what to do with the rest of our trekking, and accordingly we go ahead. So we thought that we will stay here having our breakfast and take a decision about what to do with our rest of the trek.
अंडे का फंडा वो बताओ तुझे अंडे का फंडा.
Since we are free today, so one of our team member is cutting or hairstyling my sister's hair in this beautiful surrounding the Annapurna mountain ranges. The guide was curious to know what we were doing during spending our time more effectively and efficiently. Chhomrong, where we are now, is a night stopover point for the trekkers going towards the Annapurna Base camp. Situated at a suitable position to offer the breathtaking views, Chhomrong is not just a viewpoint but also a vibrant showcase of the life of Himalayas. It features a typical made up of stone and slate roof and also corners of the hills and with lots of temples which are under construction and constructed temples as well. One of the largest Gurung village in the area is in Chhomrong, gives the trekkers a glimpse of the beautiful Gurung culture. Trekkers can experience a first-hand distinct culture and traditional lifestyle and the warm hospitality for which the Gurung are known. The prayer wheels and the prayer flag is famous in Nepal, and you can see all these flags and the wheel everywhere in the trekking area in Chhomrong. It is believed that once you rotate the wheel, the prayer will go around in the atmosphere. Same goes to the flag when the air blew on the flag. After thinking and seeing the mountain and enjoying the river and the forest, we decided we will go ahead with this trekking with an alternative route. Finally, we decided what we have to do. Initially, we thought that we will use yak and the mule to continue with the journey, but later we decided we will use an alternative method for our trek. Finally, as per our guide instruction, we decided to do the MHC trekking instead of Annapurna Base Camp. The Mardi High Camp is more of a jungle kind of terrain and we like it very much. So we thought we will continue with our journey towards the Mardi High Camp. And from there, we decided to take an helicopter to go back to Pokhara.
അവൻ ഇവിടെ ഒരു കണ്ണാടി വെച്ചിങ്ങനെ നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട് വഴി.
I hear many times about Nepali hallucination honey. So this time our guide has bring some hallucination honey for us for taste purpose. I tasted it and it seems to be a normal honey, but it has a little bit different taste than the normal honey. So I think if we take too much, we will have that hallucination effect. But 1 or 2 or 3 spoon will not make any difference. But it's an experience to have tasting the Nepali hallucination honey.
അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ഒന്നും കയറത്തില്ല, ചില പേർക്ക് കയറും, ചില പേർക്ക് കയറത്തില്ല. അല്ല അല്ല, ഞാൻ കണ്ട പുളി ഇത് മറ്റേ നമ്മുടെ ഇതിൻ്റെ കൂട്ടുണ്ട്, ഒരു കിറുണ്ട് കണ്ടോ ചുമ്മാരെ. അതിന്റെ ഡെഡിക്കേഷൻ എനിക്ക് ഒത്തിരി ഇഷ്ടമാണ്. ഒരു കിറു ചേച്ചി
ഒന്നുമില്ല, സാധാരണ ഹണി മാതിരി തന്നെയുള്ളൂ.
മൊത്തം തീർത്ത് ശരിയായിരിക്കും,
എനിക്ക് ഇത്രയും മതി.
After resting for a long time, we started our journey again to the MHC camp. So we walked again through the many of the hanging bridges, rivers, and walking through the jungle kind of terrain. So everywhere it is green and it is very beautiful to walk through the jungle kind of terrain.
കിട്ടില്ലായിട്ടുണ്ട്.
സ്വീന കുറച്ച് പിക്ചേഴ്സ് എടുത്തു നോക്കിയേ.
In this forest kind of terrain, there are a lot of coniferous kind of plants. It's a coniferous forest with lots of different species of Nepali orchids and many of around 700 medicinal plants are available and can be seen in this journey.
Karna Badur. എത്ര വയസ്സായെന്ന് ചോദിച്ചേ?
Apart from the trees and the plants, there are around 518 species of birds and lots of animals, especially the endangered species like Chinese pangolin, endangered species like Kashmiri musk deer, Himalayan musk deer, and vulnerable species like snow leopard, clouded leopard, red panda, and Himalayan black bear call this their home. On the higher altitude we can see yak, but on the lower altitude we can see lots of horses, donkeys, cattle, mountain goats, monkeys and hens. This is one of the old prayer wheel we have seen on the way inside the jungle. In our trekking experience, we have seen lot of mules on our way. Mule is a mixed breed of horse and the donkey. I also thought to rotate the prayer wheels.
To cross that bridge. ആ ബ്രിഡ്ജ് നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ക്രോസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോവുകയാണ്. ജോബ്സൺ ഓൾറെഡി ബ്രിഡ്ജിൻ്റെ മണ്ടയിലാണ്. സ്വീന ദേ ബ്രിഡ്ജിലേക്ക് കയറാൻ വേണ്ടി പോകുന്നു. സോ
The higher you go, the transportation is very difficult. The people rely on the mules to bring the goods and amenities towards the higher altitude. The roads in this part of the terrain is very dangerous and sometimes there are steps, sometimes the road is very broken. And recently there was a landslide happened during in this area, and some places are very dangerous to walk. So when you are coming for walking in the Annapurna Base camp or the MHC camping trekking, then be careful while walking through the place. I can see some bamboos growing in this area.
എനിവേ ഞാൻ ഇതേപോലുള്ളൊരു ചോക്ലേറ്റ് ബാറും കൊണ്ടാണ് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വന്നത്. സോ ഇത് കഴിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന സുഖം ഒരു വയറയാണ്.
I just stop by in a place and just have some chocolate bars to cope up with the energy to walk forward.
ഇപ്പം നമ്മൾ പോകുന്നത് ഒരു ജംഗിൾ ടെറൈനിൽ കൂടിയാണ്. ഇത് ഫുള്ള് കാടാണ്. ഇത് കണ്ടിട്ടാവും നമ്മുടെ ജഗതി ഈ ഫോറസ്റ്റ് മുഴുവൻ കാടാണല്ലോ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത്. എനിവേ നമ്മളിങ്ങനെ നടക്കുകയാണ്. ഇവിടുത്തെ സീൻ ഇതാണ്. ഫുള്ള് കാടാണ്. സ്വീന തോണ്ട വരുന്നു.
The Nepalese snow trout is a typical fish that is found only in Nepal. It is in the cold fresh water that inhabits fast-flowing streams and the rivers in the Himalayan region of Nepal.
ഇതിപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ലാൻഡ് സ്ലൈഡ് നടന്ന് ഏതോ ഒരു സ്ഥലത്തൂടെ പോവുകയാണ്. എൻ്റെ കാലൊന്ന് തെറ്റിയാൽ ഞാൻ ഇത്രയും ദൂരെ പോയി കിടക്കും. ഇതാണ് ചില ടെറൈനിൻ്റെ പ്രശ്നം. നമ്മൾ പോകുന്ന ഇതേപോലുള്ള ചെറിയൊരു പാതയിൽ കൂടിയാണ് പോകുന്നത്. സോ കെയർഫുള്ളായിട്ട് നടക്കണം. നമ്മുടെ ഗൈഡായ ഓം ഇവിടെ വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. സോ അതിൻ്റെ അർത്ഥം ഇവിടെ എന്തോ ഉണ്ടെന്നാണ്. പുള്ളി ഓരോ ടെറൈനിൽ പോയിട്ടും ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുള്ള സ്ഥലങ്ങളിൽ പുള്ളി വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്യും. അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ എന്തോ പ്രശ്നമുണ്ടെന്ന് നമ്മൾ ആലോചിച്ചോണം. പക്ഷേ നമ്മളെ അങ്ങോട്ട് ഇത് ചെയ്യിക്കാത്ത രീതിയിലാണ് പുള്ളി വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ നമ്മളന്നേരം പാനിക് ആവത്തില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ഈ വെള്ളം എവിടുന്നോ കണ്ടാ ഇവിടെ നല്ലതായിട്ട് മണ്ണിടിഞ്ഞ് വീണിട്ടുണ്ട് മേളിൽ.
This is a place where a recent landslide has happened, so we have to be very careful while walking through these kind of terrain, especially during the monsoon season.
മൺസൂൺ സീസണിൽ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വരാതിരിക്കുക ഇത്തിരി ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടായിരിക്കും. ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് വരാതിരിക്കുന്നതായിരിക്കും നല്ലത്. ബിക്കോസ് ഈ പുള്ളിക്കാരൻ മിസ്റ്റർ ഓം പുള്ളിക്കൊക്കെ നല്ല കാലിബറുള്ള ആൾക്കാരാണ്. അവരൊക്കെ ഇതുവഴി വേണേലും ചാടിക്കറി പോയിക്കോളും.
I put the water inside the water stream, and I feel like it's very cold, and I feel that natural water falling on my hand. So it is a very wonderful feeling. But I'm little scared to wash my face with this water. We rest for a while before continuing with our journey, and I can see a lot of flowers in front of us. Of course, there are some many bamboos growing in the region, and I can see the Annapurna mountains over there. One by one, all of other friends are also coming, and we decided to take a rest before continuing with our journey. Our guide came and asked for any support or help required. So we told him that we are taking a rest before continuing with the journey and waiting for our companions to come.
വെള്ളച്ചാട്ടത്തിൻ്റെ ഇടയിലാണ് ഞാനിപ്പോൾ നിൽക്കുന്നത്. വെള്ളച്ചാട്ടം ഇങ്ങനെ വന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നു. നമ്മൾ കറക്കിയെടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ താഴത്താണ് ഇവിടെ ഫുള്ള് വെള്ളം പോയിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നു.
After 1 more hours of walk, finally we reached the Mardi high camp, and we went to the maximum we can. All of us were exhausted after our hectic climb, and then we rest for a while, and we are waiting for our helicopter to come and pick us up from here. Finally, after an exhausting trek, we all safely arrived at Mardi High Camp. It was truly an adventurous journey for each of us. We meditated at the summit, breathed in the crisp air, and reveled in the breathtaking scenery around us. Finally, as planned, our helicopter came to pick us up from here. Getting inside the helicopter was a relief for us. We can rest for a while inside the helicopter till it takes us down to the Pokhara airport. Trekking the MHC was an unforgettable experience for us. The climb truly showcased the teamwork of all the members, our guide, and especially the Sherpas who carry our bags to the summit. I can't wait to go to the trekking again. See you soon.